something bad is about to come to an end. My gorgeous aquamarini, something bad is about to come to an end. And you are going to be really happy when you find out what exactly that is. And not only that, you are going to have a brilliant idea the moment in time you find out about this. And this particular idea that you are going to have, to be quite honest with you, this is something you've never had before. You've never had this idea before. This is the first time that you are going to have this idea. So this in itself means that, oh my God, the level of problems, that particular, issue, that particular problem that came to an end, the level of problems this caused so many problems in your life in general. And this is why you're not going to be able to be aware of it, but instantly you are going to open your mind at that moment in time when that particular problem comes to an end at the beginning of this week. And this is exactly why you are going to have this idea, this brilliant idea for the first time in your life. You're going to feel this really deep within your soul, really deep within your spirit. But when it comes to this idea, it is not something you can rush with. It is not something you should rush with, my gorgeous aquamarini. This is something that needs to take a little bit of time. I mean, it is not going to take longer than like about 1 month after this point, to be quite honest with you. But already at around the end of this week, there is a specific information you're going to find out which is going to be connected to that particular idea. And this already is going to be like some kind of a starting stage for you, some kind of a starting point for you. But it is going to take an additional 1 month until, there is so much that is actually going to come out of it. And this is why you must not rush with it whatsoever. This idea I'm talking about that you are going to have, it's basically to do, it's a bit brilliant to do, it's to do with your finances. It's to do with your finances, but it's also going to make so many other things in your life so much more practical for you as well. Okay, so this is why this is going to be brilliant. You need to understand that when it comes to this brilliant idea, this is also the beginning of this transformation, of a very powerful transformation in your life. So that's why you're going to pick up from the beginning of this week. You're going to feel like you have so much more energy. You're going to start kind of being really excited about your life, about your spiritual path, and most importantly, are really going to perk up when it comes to your future. Your future is indeed going to start to look very, very colorful and very attractive right now. I mean, I'm not saying this didn't happen before, but you will see exactly what I mean. There are certain things that you're going to start seeing crystal clear, which you haven't seen for so far. And so this is what I think it's absolutely brilliant. So this is the beginning of this beautiful transformation in your life. But what you need to understand is that, you need to really now work on this particular restriction. It's to do with this restriction. It's to do with this restriction. There is this particular person who is restricting you. Okay, I do not like this person whatsoever. There is one particular person who is restricting you, and you really pretty much so are going to find out something about that particular person who is restricting you, who has been restricting you for a while. There is something there is something that person has done, something not really good. Perhaps that person has taken something from you, and I do not like this whatsoever. I think that person has been working behind your back, and that person has taken something from you, and that particular person has also been trying to wind up other people against you. You are going to find out something really specific about that little bastard here, to be quite honest with you. You're going to find out something really specific about that particular person who has been restricting you in many different ways. You were aware of it, about some kind of wrongdoings when it comes to this specific person in your life, but now this information is going to be absolutely absolutely crucial, because it's to do with something that happened not that long ago, and you really suspect that this person is behind it. And of course, my gorgeous Aquamarini, you're so psychic. You should always trust yourself more than you trust to anybody else. You are ridiculously powerful when it comes to you being an empath. I said this millions of times, and I really feel like I should say this right now, because your point is going to be proven to you again. So you are going to have this information which is going to confirm to you that this particular person who has been restricting you and who has done something negative behind your back, like took something from you and also tried to turn other people against you, you're going to find out this, and you're going to have I can see you like talking to that person like, oh my God, like some kind of like maybe a little argument is going to happen, some kind of a little confrontation. But you are going to come to the bottom of things for the first time. You're going to come to the bottom of things for the first time. Whether this little snake here is going to be completely honest, whatever you're going to do, it's going to be the right thing, because you are going to get some kind of confirmation from this person. Or this person is just going to be acting in such a blunt way, which is going to be completely obvious what that person has done to you. Or that person is going to come out and be completely honest. You know, it really depends what's going to happen. But the bottom line is that this conversation is going to be extremely successful for you, because there is something really specific that you are going to get out of it. And I'm so happy for this, my gorgeous Aquamarini. There are two problems that are going to be resolved: what that person has done, but also at the same time, you know, this is going to be the beginning where that restriction is going to start falling apart a little bit as well, purely because it's going to become absolutely obvious what this person has done, and that spiritually and mentally it's going to allow you to start moving on from it. You needed to resolve this before you move on with your life, my gorgeous Aquamarini. This is really important, and it's also very important to let other people know, other people in your life know what this person has done. For example, it is very important, my gorgeous Aquamarini, to do so. Okay, so if you are thinking whether you should say this to the other people in your life that are very close to you, I strongly suggest you absolutely 100%, my gorgeous Aquamarini, yes. Okay, very important indeed. And also, you know, by the time you get to the mid part of this week, this is absolutely brilliant. You know what you are going to find extremely rewarding. There is something beautiful going to happen at around the midweek. You are going to have such a positive news, such a positive information. This is really going to surprise you. It's going to put a big smile on your face. And it's that positive news and positive information. It's a lot to do with your hard work, and it's a lot to do about things, you know, slowly but surely getting back to you. You know, it's to do with your hard work. It's something that you expected, but my God, there is going to be an element of a really beautiful surprise in terms of reward here. So therefore, my God, you can start expanding your horizons here, because something is going to be so much more successful, my gorgeous Aquamarini, than what you originally thought. And it also even more so, like for example, you're gonna find this really extremely rewarding, not only because something is gonna pay, you know, this is like something is going to start paying off, not only because of that, but to be quite honest with you, the reason why you're going to be so excited and why you're going to be so happy, it's only because you will know, oh my God, I will be able to kind of leave certain things behind that were making me so unhappy. I'm going to be able to move on with my life. You know, but this means that on your mind it's gonna be like something really specific right now that's draining your energy like there is no tomorrow, that is instantly gonna be on your mind, that you want to like kind of move on from. And that's why you are naturally going to make this really important decision. My God, this decision, it's gonna be, you know, it's gonna be so successful for you. In so many different ways, but also this is something that you really need to understand, that if you do make this really big decision, you need to commit yourself to it like fully. If you do not commit yourself fully to it, it's not going to work out, but it's gonna be fine. No pressure. No, honestly, it's going to be absolutely fine for your finances and for your body and for your spirit, you know, for so many different things. And on another note, my gorgeous Aquamarini, also at around the midweek, again, there is some kind of herb or a plant which is going to pop up. At around the midweek, there is some kind of a herb again or some kind of a plant that now suddenly it's going to get your attention. Whether this is a herb or a plant that you see all the time, or it's something that is going to get your attention for the first time, please, if you do not know the properties of the healing properties of that herb, just go on Google and just type in the name of that herb or a plant or whatever you come across, you know, and you will, I can assure you 1000% that it's to do with some kind of ailment that you are going through, that this is going to help you a lot as well, some kind of ailment that you are suffering from. Maybe you're too tired, maybe this, maybe that, you know, it really depends. It really depends. So the moment in time some kind of a herb or a plant get your attention, if you don't know its properties, just go and find out, and I can assure you, you will be able to recognize something that you are suffering, you know, in all this from, and this is why this is going to be so beneficial for you. So of course my suggestion would be to consume that herb or a plant, and it's really going to help you out. And the last part of this week, my gorgeous Aquamarini, you're going to have such a beautiful experience. I'm not being funny. Something so brilliant is going to happen. It's like maybe a certain gathering of people, socialization. You will be socializing. Something is going to be happening. Something is going to be going on at around the end of this week. And I know that you're going to find yourself being surrounded. You will be surrounded by the people, by really nice people. You will be enjoying yourself. You will be talking about all sorts of things, you know, and you really are going to enjoy yourself. And you're going to realize, oh my God, I didn't have that much fun for such a long time. But there is one particular person here, one man, one particular person. You know, this man is like a normally kind of very secretive, you know. Normally kind of this man comes across as a very secretive man, and this man comes across as somebody who doesn't talk a lot, for example, and this man only opens up to the really special people, my gorgeous Aquamarine. It's because you're special, my darling. You know, this man really opens up to like only special people. So that man, that person is going to be around you at around the end of this week. You're really going to be fascinated by this man. You're going to find this man extremely fascinating. There's sometimes, every now and then, we do come across certain people that are so beneficial for our energy, purely because their energy match our energy so much, or something within their energy is calling us. Something within their energy we find so powerful that we need so much when it comes to our energy. We know that this can make our energy so much better. You know, it's difficult to explain, but you know what I mean. So this is like a really wonderful man here who is like someone who is really going to be inspiring you so much. And I think that that person is also going to be reminding you of somebody really prominent, somebody really beautiful, somebody really gorgeous in your life, somebody very close to you who you really love to bits, one of the most beautiful people in your life. This person is going to be reminding you of as well. To top it all off, you know, it's like so much to do with this person, and there are certain things that this person is going to say that are actually going to really inspire you, and that particular person is going to give you such an important information. That particular person is going to tell you something so important, you know, at around the end of this week. Oh my God, when it comes to you having this positive experience, very, very important. And you're also going to find this so crazy because that person is going to be so super knowledgeable about that particular idea, which you had at the beginning of this week. So this person is going to be so knowledgeable when it comes to this particular idea which you had at the beginning of this week, because this particular person is going to give you a crucial information that has been missing when it comes to this idea. Now it's all this idea which you've had at the beginning of this week. So now it's all going to start to make such an amazing sense. Oh my God, this person is about to provide you with this powerful key, my gorgeous aquamarini. So now you will know exactly what you are going to need to do when it comes to this idea, and you will know exactly when you're gonna need to do this. Now you're gonna have so much more, to actually work towards. Now everything is gonna start making sense, and you being so spiritual as you are, you will know that there is so much more to all this. First of all, you have this idea, and then at the end of the week you meet this person, you come across this person who's so knowledgeable about this idea. Of course, this is all meant to be happening at this stage of your life, my gorgeous aquamarini. Very important indeed. So now I'm just going to shuffle these cards here, these babies. I'm going to shuffle these cards, my gorgeous aquamarini, and I'm going to see what is going to be a tarot card of the week. Let's see what is going to be a tarot card of the week. Oh my Lord, Knight of Pentacles. Yes, surprise, surprise. You see, it's like you must not, think that, you will be thinking about the fact that you do need to make certain changes. But, you are really in the middle of crossroads, and you have been in the middle of this crossroads, my gorgeous aquamarini, for a while. What you have been waiting for a week like this. But you must not, allow one particular person to put you off from what you are trying to do and from what you are doing. There is one particular person who is going to try to put you off from what you are doing and what are you trying to do. By this particular person, because you're going to be so excited what's ahead of you this week, particularly by the end of this week, you're going to be delighted what's ahead of you. But there is one particular person who is going to try to put you off, and you must not allow this person to put you off by telling you that it's too hard, too much of a hard work, that it's going to be completely unnecessarily. So you really need to go over that as much as you possibly can, because you are at the beginning of a really beautiful journey. And I'm not saying it's not going to be easy. It's going to be a hard work, but nothing is easy in this life, really, to be quite honest with you. So this is just one of those things when you really need to firmly you need to be very firm, and you need to indeed stand your ground. Okay, my gorgeous aquamarini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye. The reason why I think moss agate is ever so powerful, because the moment in time you put on this really powerful pendant, that moment in time your intuition is enhanced. At that moment in time, you start noticing signs you've never noticed before. At that moment in time, you become so creative. Why? Because moss agate is ever so powerful when it comes to you coming out of your comfort zone, when it comes to you coming out of your self-imposed prison, when it comes to you opening your mind, and when it comes to you understanding what exactly do you need to explore, what exactly do you need to do. And on top of that, there is this crazy courage you have when you wear this powerful pendant. It makes you very courageous, which is ever so important when it comes to us needing to take certain risks in our lives. Lots of people don't like to take risks, but sometimes people miss out so much in life because they do not want to take a risk. And this powerful crystal is never going to guide you towards you taking a risk that is not going to be good for you. This powerful crystal, it's only going to be guiding you towards you taking the risk, which is ultimately going to change your life forever. And on top of all that, It's like you just like kind of when you wear moss agate, you also start feeling this inspiration again. This is, you wear it and you start becoming inspiring. Things that you see inspiration in things you didn't see inspiration in before. And this helps you to understand and find out so much about yourself and about your life and about spirituality in general. It is very, very important, Crystal, when it comes to, being really positive, when it comes to your mind, for example. And also, when it comes to moss agate, my gorgeous people, it's brilliant when it comes to physical healing as well. Absolutely brilliant. I highly recommend to everybody to actually have this, because at the end of the day, this crystal does helps you a lot with your own awakening, and this in itself, it's like it cannot be bad. This in itself, it's all essential and also important when it comes to us reconnecting with ourselves on such a deep and spiritual level and getting the most out of this life, the most out of this spiritual journey. And it's also like if we are indecisive, oh my God, being indecisive is horrible. Like horrible. It's another thing that prevents us from moving forward in life. Moss agate is also ever so powerful when it comes to you making the right decisions at the right time. Because when you wear this, you're never indecisive. Okay? And indecisiveness can be just, as bad as like, us not taking a risk when we are meant to take it. So there are so many things that are so beneficial for us in this powerful little crystal indeed. This moss agate comes with gorgeous sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is going to be above me somewhere, or it's going to be in the description below, or you can just go and see on top of the comments. I pin my products on top of the comments as well. This is where you can buy this gorgeous and ever so powerful pendant. If you need something to re-energize you a little bit, if you need something to pick you up like almost instantly, then I strongly suggest you, my gorgeous people, to get something like Crazy Lace Agate, which is absolutely perfect when it comes to promoting in an instant happiness, when it comes to promoting vitality, and when it comes to grounding as well. This is absolutely like a perfect combination of things that are so necessary when it comes to our balance in general. Because at the same time, when you feel like really negative, when you feel really down, when you feel really sad, when you feel really spaced out, I mean, this life can be very, very difficult sometimes. I completely understand. But the problem is when we are dealing with certain things in life, then certain things have got like a negative impact on us. And our energy is like taken away from us without us even realizing. Sometimes we are so energized, sometimes we have so many ideas, sometimes we are so keen to do things, and sometimes we are complete opposite. When sometimes we are down, sometimes we are negative. So, Crazy Lace Agate, it's absolutely perfect, specifically when it comes to us not feeling good, when it comes to us not feeling right, especially when this has been caused by the certain, situations in our life, which is absolutely natural, absolutely normal. But we need to get on with our lives. We need to get on with our lives. So this is why Crazy Lace Agate, it's absolutely brilliant because it's instantly, and I mean instantly, going to pick you up. It's not only about happiness, it's not only about vitality, but it's about this energy that instantly like kind of picks you up so you can get on with your life. You know how precious this crystal is. Very, very powerful indeed. This crazy lace agate comes with sterling silver chain, okay? And the link to buy this is going to be above, or it's going to be within the description, in the description below, or you can simply go and see it's going to be pinned on top of the comments as well, where you can buy this gorgeous and ever so powerful pendant, crazy lace agate.